Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down now. Arthur, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
25, the ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A huge play that time for the Colts. 53 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Arthur. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Olivier Vernon on the tackle. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They run the counter. Arthur. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Max got the first down of Inso. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Marlon Mack. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 14.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And here comes Westbrook.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Texans.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
At the Colts 42-yard line.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
A gain of 9 yards.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, Garoppolo. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Texans' 36-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Arthur. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Arthur. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
Do what we do.
And they
Do
will
what we do.
score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Texans 21, Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off at the 35. And this results in 6 touchdowns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Bush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Watson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive,
that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Arthur. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Will Fuller. A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. The gun, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. D.D. Westbrook. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Colts, 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Out. 3 down. Out. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Arthur, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down now, Arthur. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. Bush. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Watson now, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The Texans.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run in the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They go right back to Mack, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Bush. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun. Bush. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On fourth down, Bush. That's to his running back, complete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the Texans scoop it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson on 3rd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Texans 56, Colts 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run the counter. Arthur. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Gary and
calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10. Today's final score, Texans.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a